Supplementary one, Sri Mohammad Nadimul Haque.
Sir, in the general budget discussions and also by a letter written by our Honorable West Bengal Chief Minister, we have asked that is there a plan to scrap the 18% GST on health and life insurance premium? Sir, but my question is, this is very important, but my question is whether the government in its pursuit of enhancing GST compliance has considered the disproportionate compliance burden imposed on businesses, especially SMEs, through measures enacted like mandatory ITC reversals linked to supplier credit notes and the ambiguity surrounding taxability of vouchers. If not, the reasons for disregarding the operational challenges and financial strain these policies may create.
Second supplementary, Sri Nadimul Haque.
Sir, GST काउंसिल भी तो सर इन्हीं के कंट्रोल में है सर, तो आराम से ले सकते हैं डिसीजन. But sir, my second supplementary is, sir, currently the GST compliance is a nightmare for businesses due to the different and arbitrary tax slabs on various commodities. Sir. We saw the example of this when the Honorable Minister did an entire press conference to explain the difference in taxation on normal popcorn versus caramel popcorn. Sir, please state whether the ministry has any plans to reform the complicated GST structure by reducing the number of tax slabs to ensure ease of doing business as they have done with income tax.
Honourable member surely knows that in the GST Council, finance ministers from state governments sit and together take a call. Have I finished my answer, please? So when the ministers from states sit and discuss the matter, and it is said very clearly after every GST Council meeting, the progress of the work made in the Council, which is a constitutional body. It may take a call in a hurry in a month, or it may take a call after much detailing. And to the credit of every finance minister in the GST Council, I must say that they've gone into great details of looking item by item to see where rate reduction can happen. And equally, 4 rates or 3 rates or 2 rates or collapse into 1 rate is also being discussed. Every minister, every finance minister from every state is doing his maximum best so that GST can become simpler and lesser in terms of compliance difficulties. And therefore, if GST Council has taken a bit longer than what all of us would desire, it is because work is going on there and they are seized off. And after all, they represent the people of their respective states and they know the ground difficulty. If there are any, they speak about it in the Council, and therefore let the Council take the call. By repeatedly posing the questions to the Union Finance Minister or the MOS, it is not a singular decision of the Government of India, it has got to be a decision of the Council. And the Finance Minister of the respective state are fully empowered to speak to the people in the state as to what has got to be taken up by the Councillor, what has not got to be taken. And I'm sure the Bengal Minister, who I personally respect a lot, a very thinking minister who contributes substantially to the debate, has also been giving her input, and all of us are together taking a call. And one last point, sir. I would like to take this opportunity to dispel this thought that after GST, rates have gone up. Not at all. Every item, and I would stand here to answer questions of any number of members, not even in one item has the GST, after being introduced, raised the rate. If anything, the rates have been brought down. And today I can say, clearly, repeatedly I've said this, I'm saying it today also. When at the point in time of GST's introduction, on an average, the tax levied on every item which is there in the GST, 15.8% tax could have been levied without additionally burdening the buyer, consumer. If that was the rate at which the GST rates were brought in, Today, sir, through you, I'd like to leave a thought with the council, with the members of the August House. The rate has come down to 11.3. That is the level of reduction of rates which have happened in the GST Council. And therefore, I appeal to all the members here, kindly spare some time, meet your respective finance ministers in your states, talk to them as to what kind of work is going on. Is there an obstruction by the union government's members, MOS and myself, to say, no, don't reduce rate, we want to burden the consumer? Is there been an instance, one such an instance? And so the tone and tenor and the content of the question being posed to the union finance minister or the MOS or to the government is, oh, you are not telling us. Not at all, sir. Rates have not been increased. I will answer it in all elaborateness, because this is the kind of narrative which is being built up, and GST Council is a constitutional authority. All of us should engage with it. Thank you.
দেখুন, আমি রেস করেছিলাম কি আমাদের দিদি মমতা ব্যানার্জি ইভেন এখানে বাজেট ডিসকাশনে 18% জিএসটি অন লাইফ অ্যান্ড হেলথ প্রিমিয়াম ইন্স্যুরেন্সের যে লাইফ অ্যান্ড হেলথ ইন্স্যুরেন্সের যে প্রিমিয়ামে 18% জিএসটি আছে, এটা কেন এখন অবধি শেষ হচ্ছে না? তো মন্ত্রীও জবাব দিলেন, আর আমাদের ইউনিয়ন মিনিস্টার ফাইন্যান্স মিনিস্টার নির্মলা সীতারামনও জবাব দিলেন, কিন্তু লাস্টে মতলব আমি খুব উত্তর থেকে স্যাটিসফ্যাকশন হলো না। উনি বললেন কি আই ডু নট লাইক দ্য টোন অ্যান্ড টেনার অফ দিস কোয়েশ্চেন। আমার বলা যেটা আছে দ্যাট লোকের যদি এফেক্টেড হচ্ছে কোনো একটা জিএসটি ডিসিশনে, হয়তো জিএসটি কাউন্সিল ইজ টেকিং এ কালেকটিভ ডিসিশন, কিন্তু ওখানে তো বিজেপি এখন ওখানে তো ম্যাক্সিমাম রাজ্য আছে, সেন্টারেও আছে। ইফ দে ওয়ান্ট, যদি ওরা চায়, তাহলে ওরা এই ডিসিশনগুলো নিয়ে জিএসটি রেট অ্যাটলিস্ট হেলথ ইন্স্যুরেন্স অ্যান্ড লাইফ ইন্স্যুরেন্সে কম করতে পারে, আরও অনেক সুবিধা দিতে পারে। যে ট্যাক্স স্ল্যাব যেরকম ইনকাম ট্যাক্সে দিল, ট্যাক্স স্ল্যাবটা একটু কম করে দিল, তো জিএসটিতে করতে পারে না? নিশ্চয়ই করতে পারে। তো এইটা যদি জিজ্ঞেস করেছি কি অন্যায় করেছি, লোকের জন্য ভালো কথা বলেছি কি জিএসটির যে বার্ডেন উই আর ফেসিং, স্মল বিজনেসেস, যে ছোট ছোট ব্যবসাদাররা আছে, যে জিএসটি মানে যে এখন যে সাফার করছে, ওদের কে উত্তর দেবে? ওদের অসহায় মতন হয়ে যাচ্ছে, ওদের পাশে কে দাঁড়াবে? তাই জন্য আমি এই জিজ্ঞেস করলাম। তো উনি উত্তর দিলেন কি আপনার টোনার ঠিক নেই। তো আমি বললাম কি ভাই, যদি এরকম থাকে গরিব মানুষের জন্য, আমার টোন অ্যান্ড টেনার এরকমই থাকবে। আই এম ওয়াকিং আউট অন দিস কোয়েশ্চেন।